Yo, what's going on everyone? This is Kevin from Pressure Washing Plays, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to send professional invoices and have the customer sign the dotted line. Too many pressure washers have the same issue where they go to a client's house, they do a walkthrough, they schedule the job, tell the client, look, you agree on the price, I agree on the price, let's shake on it, I know you're going to pay me. They do the job, the customer tells them, look, you missed this spot on the soffit, missed this spot on the windowsills, I want you to come back and fix it. You say, okay, look, we'll fix it, but you got to pay the invoice first. They tell you, no, I'm not going to pay the invoice, you have to fix it first. They bully you because you didn't set up boundaries. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to send them a contract so this BS doesn't happen to you. So if you're watching this on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts, what I want you to do is click the link in my description and watch this full video. I'm going to have it linked over there because we're going to be using this software called Lead Catch. So I'm going to show you exactly how to send the invoices, how to create the contacts, and send them the contract. This is a brief overview of what it looks like. So we're going to be going through this once we get to that stage. So once you're on Lead Catch, I'm going to have it linked down in the description. What you're going to do is you're going to go to Get Paid on the left. You're going to go to Integrations on the right over here, where my mouse is. Then you're going to go to Stripe, and you're going to create a Stripe account, then link it over here. It takes less than 5 minutes to do. Just put in your company name, your payout details, you're good to go. You can get started over here. So first thing we're going to do, let's say we're at the client's house. We're getting ready to send them an estimate. First thing we're going to do is we're going to create their contact, and you're going to do this by hitting the little lightning bolt over here on the left. So you're going to hit that, and then you're going to hit Add Contact. So let's go ahead and put in their name over here. Let's put in Anthony Perez. Let's go ahead and put in their email. This is to send the invoice as well. And then finally the phone number. All right, so as soon as we create the contact, we're going to scroll down and hit save. Then we're going to head to the contacts tab over here on the left, and we're going to hit their name. So let's go ahead and refresh. Their name is over here. We're just going to hit the name. Let me do it one more time. Contacts, hit the name. You're going to be taken over here. Now, first thing you're going to do is you're going to scroll down, and over here where it says general info, it's going to look like this. You're going to open it up, and we're going to put in their address. So in this case, let's just do a sample address. City. Right, then you're going to hit save at the bottom. So that's all we need to do to add the customer. This is going to make creating the invoice super easy, super fast. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go to the Get Paid section over here. You're just going to click here on the left, and let's go ahead and send them an estimate first. So we're actually not going to create the invoice first. A lot of people make this mistake where they send the invoice, but you only want to send that once the customer confirms for a date. When it's just a quote, we want to send them an estimate, have them accept the estimate, then we convert it to an invoice. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to the top, and you're going to hit estimates. So just up here, go down here to estimates, and let's go ahead and create a new estimate. So let's go ahead and hit estimate over here. You're going to select the client, which in this case was Anthony Perez. Under the estimate settings, you don't really need to touch this. Just make sure you're using a different estimate number every single time. So in this case, we're going to keep it at 3. And then you're going to add in your product. So let's say you did the quote, you did a quote for window cleaning, you did a quote for a walkway wash, did a quote for deck wash. I'm going to help you add in these products as well because you're not going to have them, but it's super simple to add. So we're just going to edit the prices over here if we need to. And then we're going to hit send estimate on the top right. So this is what the customer is going to see over here. They're going to see their address, their contact information, and then your company name up here. So as soon as you do this, just give them a rough estimate, done super fast. You're going to hit send over here. But before I click that, actually on this side of the screen, I'm going to go ahead and screen share my phone over here. Should see it over there. I'm going to hit send over here. Boom. So you can see over here that we've got the estimate. So it says, hi, Anthony, Pressure Washing Plays. In your case, it's going to be your company name. Sent you an estimate. They've got the amount over there. They just have to click the link, and it's going to show them the estimate. All right. So as you can see over here, they can see the estimate. They can see exactly what you quoted them for. And the only thing they need to do over here is just review the estimate and accept it. So they're just going to scroll right over here, accept estimate. And as soon as that's done, once you go back over here, you can see if you refresh, the estimate is posted over here. So you've got the 1089, they accepted the estimate. Now, at this stage, this is after you're talking with the client and they say, look, I want to move forward. Now you can create the invoice. So you're going to schedule out a date to do the wash. And the next thing you're going to do is go up here to the top. You're going to go to templates. And I already went ahead and made you a template for invoicing and for sending the contract, which I'm going to show you right after. It has all the verbiage you need. You're just going to go to the pressure washing template. You're going to hit the 3 dots on the right, and you're going to click use one time. Now, creating estimates, it's super fast. The only thing you need to do is just switch your company logo over here. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to hit add client where it says build to. You're going to hit that client over there. It's going to have their address like we inputted earlier. And then over here, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead manually put in the prices. So I'm just going to put in some cheap prices, mainly because I'm just going to do this in test mode. So let's just say, for for example, is doing this. And then one major difference you want to do for your invoices is you actually want to add in a description. So let's say pre-treat area and surface clean, driveway, in back, all windows. You kind of get the idea. You want to make it a little bit more descriptive just because this is an invoice and they're actually looking to pay. Now, if you want in the future, you can actually split up the payments over here as well. So you can add in a payment schedule. I wouldn't recommend doing this unless you put it into your contract. Only do this if it's in your contract, and then you can obviously also do split payments, so you can have a payment for the deposit, 50% up front, and then 50% once it's done. So you just set the due date as today, and then this one whenever the job is scheduled for. All right, so let's go ahead and send this invoice over. Let me screen record my messages one more time. So at this point, the invoice is created already. Let's go ahead and send this to the client. And you're gonna do the same exact step. You're gonna say new invoice for Anthony. Then you're gonna make sure it's email and text. And for additional options, do not do this. I'm only doing this because I'm testing this. I'm going to put the payment mode on test because I'm going to be using a fake card. So we're going to hit send invoice. And let's see what pops up on the automatic text message. But now you can see the text message went through. The invoice is there. They're going to click it on their end. And this one's going to look a little bit different to the estimate because they actually have the pay button over here. So they can pay the invoice. They can read through the descriptions that you put on there, your terms. So now let's go ahead and pay this invoice. All right, so now you guys can see that we put in the card information over here. Now you do not want to copy this card information. I know some people are going to try and see like, oh, maybe I can charge something on the card. These are just randomly generated numbers, right? But it works because we're in test mode. And then you can see over here, they can actually leave a tip. So this is for after the job as well. Once they're ready to pay the invoice, they can put 5%, 10%, 15%, but they just click pay over here. And then they're going to get an automatic text message as well. And they're going to be able to download this invoice. So now you can see they no longer need to pay it. It shows at the bottom that it's paid, and they get this text message at the top. Hey, Anthony, we're glad to inform that we received your payment of $70 in respect of new invoice for Anthony. Thank you. Right, so that's all you need to do for the estimates and the invoicing. Now, the last thing you want to do is make sure that you send them a contract. So you're going to go over here to documents and contracts. You're going to go to templates, and this is something I created for you as well. You're going to hit the 3 lines on the right, and you're going to click use template. Now over here, all you need to do is just select the contact on the left. In this case, it's Anthony. And then you're just going to make sure that for some of these values over here, he gets selected. So he's going to be selected for the client signature. This is going to be Anthony. This one's going to be Anthony. But for contractor signature, this one's going to be you. So make sure it changes to you. This one to you. You're going to scroll up to the top. Proposal date, you're going to be putting the proposal date yourself and the proposal number. This is just for future information. Now, I'm not going to be diving too deep into this contract, but I just want to go through the verbiage. You also need to make sure that your company name is in here, the client information is in here, but in the brackets where your company name is here, make sure to fill this in. You're going to put in the scope of the work, exactly what you're going to do, the start date, completion date, materials and equipment. Really, this is just to make sure your case is bulletproof, right? In case your client wants to pull any kind of BS on you, you're protected. You've got them to sign this contract. So you're going to put in the project cost and the payment terms, put in the amount, client responsibilities. They need access. You need access to their water, clearance of the work area, any kind of plants or crap or furniture. They've got to move it. We're not responsible if that breaks. They've got to move it themselves. You've got the warranty over here. Again, this just shows that we're not responsible for anything that's the client's responsibility. Cancellation and refund policy, you can customize this as well. But if the client cancels the project, this is after you send the invoice. 48 hours prior to the scheduled start date, the deposit will be refunded in full. If cancellation occurs less than 24 hours before the project start, the contractor reserves the right to retain 25% of the deposit. So if you're doing a 50% deposit, if they cancel 24 hours notice, you can keep 25%, no questions asked. Then they accept the proposal over here, terms and conditions. Let's go ahead and send this over. And let me screen record my phone one more time to show you this final step. And we're just going to click send over here, share via link, generate link. And then you simply need to copy this and send it over to them. So I'm going to be pausing my screen real quick and just send it over through text. All right, so I just sent it over right now through the business number. And again, on this lead catch software, you're going to be able to create this business number as well. But you can see over here that they get the preview. They just need to sign it. You're going to open up the link. And then they can review the contract over here. So you can just click start filling it out. They can read through it. It's the exact information we mentioned before. Start filling it out. All they need to do is put in the date over here. And they just need to accept and sign with their signature. So accept. Put in today's date. Finish. And just like that, you got the customer to sign the dotted line. You can use this for future reference in case the customer wants to pull any kind of tricks on you. Just simply refer back to this contract and you're good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you need any help getting this lead catch set up, just go ahead, check it out in the description. You'll have a one-on-one call with me and I'll help you set this up in your account. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you on the next one.